Okay, ladies and gentlemen, sorry we was having some technical difficulties. We got it together now. Um, let's see. Could I should another line. Oh, here it is. No, that's the whole one. But before we cut out, we were talking about relationships and situationships. We are trying to determine like what is the best time to figure out when it's basically time to get out of a relationship or out of a situationship if you are in either or. Um, so she was basically saying that she is wants the person to be about her, like not necessarily all about her, but if y'all in an exclusive relationship, then it should be about only that person and not everybody else over there. It should be about you and them. And then if y'all dating, okay, you have the right to be able to go out and talk to somebody else because y'all are not in an exclusive relationship. Y'all just dating. Like, but then it goes to if we not in an exclusive relationship, we are dating. Like, is it like I guess like kind of not I guess not right. Or is it right for you to tell that person that you're dating somebody else? Like maybe not intimate with them, but dating somebody else. Are you supposed to tell them?
Okay, so it depends on how far y'all are into dating. Now, dating may not necessarily mean that y'all intimate, like in the bed intimate.
Right.
But I feel like if you guys are having some type of intimacy where y'all having sexual relations or anything like that, then you feel me, you don't have to necessarily say who you with, but hey, just let somebody know like, hey, I am engaging in some type of other activity outside of you. You feel me? Let me know so that I can decide to use a condom because that's what I'm going to decide. But if you don't tell me and then something happens, God forbid, that you could give someone something,
right,
then that's going to make it a messy situation because if you had already disclosed this information and they just failed to protect themselves, but then that makes you look like you're not honest, and that could also potentially ruin the dating experience where it's just nipped in the bud right then and there because you engaged in some risky behavior, and instead of withholding that information, you chose to be dishonest. Then yeah, that's wrong. Um, that's just my opinion on that. I think that's what you're asking me, right?
Yeah. So like me personally, if I'm just dating somebody and we just dating, I'm of course I'm not gonna force them to tell me that they messing around with somebody because that's not their. They don't have to tell me.
Right.
But if we are intending to be exclusive, then okay, I need to know what's going on, like you said, because you may not intentionally be trying to harm somebody, but if you go out and do something with somebody, you don't know what they've been doing with somebody, and they come and do something with you, then yeah, we might have a problem. But yeah, we don't want that. Like we don't want nobody to go out and just be.
It's misleading.
Yeah,
it's definitely misleading.
My bad, yeah. I'm just trying to make sure everything is all good and we not having no more technical difficulties with what we got going on here tonight because that was a little embarrassing. But okay, but situationships, like you know what I'm saying. Like, what if the person is saying that they want to be exclusive, but you don't? Like, what? How do you go about handling that? How do you go about talking to them with that? Like,
definitely let that be known. Don't ever string somebody along because that could be very messy in the end. You don't want to tell someone that you're looking for the same thing and you're truly not, because then you're going to be wasting this person's time where they might be able to get someone else that's looking for that same connection, that same level of intimacy. And, you're stopping them from getting that because they're thinking, oh, you're all about me, I'm all about you, so I don't need to be looking elsewhere. However, that's very selfish. I'm not a selfish type person when it comes to communicating with someone else. I like to be very honest because, again, you don't know how someone might react. That's why a lot of these people are, well, I don't know, but my opinion is that's why a lot of these situationships are going and ending up in somebody getting hurt, someone stalking the other person because they feel like they need to get revenge, or you don't want it to boil over into something that it could have been
avoided.
Yeah, definitely avoided.
Well, me personally, I feel like she said it's time to part ways if wants a situation.
Definitely.
I mean, that is true.
That's what
but
I mean.
But it could basically. So somebody just commented and said that it's time to part ways if one person wants a relationship and one person don't. But if you come out and tell somebody there from the beginning that you don't want a relationship, they might understand that, but will they wait though? Like some people might wait until that person is ready. Like you just don't want to be like, oh well, now they on a relationship, I'm done with them.
Right. Because you might be able to come to an agreement.
To more. Most situationships do lead to more, but what if that situationship don't lead to what you was looking for? Right. Like, what if they say that, like you said, they want to be in more, or they want something, but then they ain't done giving up their little hoish ways. They ain't done being, that player of the year. They might have that little black book that they just ain't ready to get rid of. Like, then what do? Like, how do you express it to your partner that you are ready for more, but they're not?
If you do express, I feel like if you're the person that wants more and you express that to this person and they're still not on it, I would exit myself because I want to preserve my energy and I don't want somebody wasting my time and stringing me along on this line, knowing that they don't have any potential for me in order to get to where I want to be relationship wise or just our intimacy wise.
Eventually somebody is gonna feel like their time is being wasted.
Definitely. So if you feel like, all right, this person is not getting it, they're stringing me along, I go ahead and exit myself out because I'm not about to sit here and let you continue to hurt me, and I'm not about to chase you either. I'm like, come on now, it's 2022. I'm not chasing nobody.
Right.
Come on now, you could chase me, cause no.
I mean. I feel like in every relationship and situationship time is gonna get wasted, like not intentionally wasting somebody's time. But if you are pursuing this person is not going after the same things that you're going after, or even just dating though, even if you just dating somebody, you can't sit there and put your all into that person and that person is not giving the same back to you. Exactly. Like that's still wasting time because you could be out there actually chasing after the person that actually wants you. Like,
that's what the freedom of dating is for. I feel like if you're dating somebody, that means, hey, we're talking, but I'm talking to other people too. It don't necessarily mean I want to keep PG-13. It doesn't mean that I'm intimate with everyone. Because I do have a fighting mouth, so I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, we go.
So it doesn't mean that you necessarily are able to be intimate with anyone, and everyone. But it just means that, hey, I'm not going to invest all my time into you because I don't want to get my heart broke. And there may be someone else that has attributes or qualities that I may like in them that I don't see in you. You feel me? You got to weigh your options.
Person that's calm man said that he keeps his situationships to a season. So, I mean, does that make sense?
You recycling them?
Right. Like, are you going back to them later on? Are they okay with only dating you for this limited amount of time?
And then you just cut them off?
Like, do you tell them, like, hey, we gonna kick it for this long, and then I'm gonna go do me? Like, how do you do that?
That's not cool either. I mean,
like, I'm a real honest person when it comes to relationships and situationships. I'm gonna tell you from the beginning, like, look, I don't wear my feelings on my sleeve because I was hurt more than one time, and it's got to be something's got to come out of this. Something has to eventually come out of it, or it's like, okay, literally, we're gonna do it, buddies, and keep it pushing.
Right.
But we got to be safe about it. That's one thing.
That's definitely right.
Safety is definitely key. But this is a season, though.
Right.
So do you talk to one or two people during the springtime? You cut them off coming summer, have your little hot man summer, and then you go to somebody for the winter for your cuddle buddy? Like, what? How do you do that? I feel like that's funny. He said, well, if things ain't changed and the season is over. So so your season, how long is the season? Is your season 1 month, 2 months, 3? Is it 4? How long are you giving somebody for you to see some change?
That don't sound right. Funny. That sound like, what? Did y'all ever see that meme where it say the homosexual? I'm not trying to be funny.
Right.
But that does seem more on that spectrum right there, if you want to call it something. That seems like a homosexual, where basically the person is only with them for beneficial
He
reasons.
said 4 months is the longest.
Oh no!
So you give some. So
that's
okay,
too long.
Well, no, well that is too long, but it's not, because you can say you can have a 3-month rule. You can give a person 3 months to show that they're really interested in you. Cause that's still technically dating.
Right.
That's still technically you're in a dating.
Like, are you looking for more serious? If it comes to where you find someone that you like within that 4 months and y'all stick it out and see how long it'll last after that, or are you completely just at the 4 month? It's 4 months, like a lease, because I just don't feel like
that's what it sounds like.
It sounds like a lease, right? Is you renting a female, or what's going on? Elaborate.
Yeah,
because
we
are a little
need,
difficult.
We need some answers on that one, sir. Because 4 months, though, like, I mean, I at least, me personally, I give a person, I guess 6 months, 6, maybe 7 months to see where it goes, because it's like, you can't get to know somebody, like literally for real, get to know somebody in a 4 months time. Like, you got to give them more time to that. So if they show you that they are, okay, mind you, it's a man. So if you say you in 4 months they show you that they can potentially be your wife, or they're doing things, they're like, ooh, I see in her that they could be my woman. We compliment each other. Do you continue on, or do you just stop after your 4 month mark? Like, what do you do?
Even if this lady is motivating you or financially coming to some type of, compromise with one another, or is she there
no one
mentally?
Likes to be in a long-term relationship if we not handling heading in a direction in the season time. It's time to move on.
Okay, so you're saying you are willing to go further in the relationship,
right? As long as they show you
they're worthy,
ready to head in that direction. Because I mean, well, because like nobody is ready to head in that direction when you first meet somebody. You don't think that person can possibly be the person that you're gonna be with forever.
Right, you just testing it out, and then you really don't know a person, I think, until they say you got a honeymoon phase for every relationship, even whether it be family, friends, intimate partners. But I feel like that really holds true to intimate partners, because you could think somebody is the first night, it might be awesome. You might really like this person, and then y'all get to linking up and outside the club, and you just like, no, he has an anger problem, or he's too egotistic, or he's got narcissistic characteristics. I don't want to deal with it. Or you could get into a bond with someone where they take you in a circle relationship, where they repeat good patterns for a little while, and then they mess up, and then they go back to doing good, and then they mess up. That sounds like what you're encouraging with a 4 month period. I don't know if you're going back to the ones that are disqualifying or just don't meet the requirements or aren't showing you what you believe is readiness.
Okay, he said that's what I'm saying. The situation may go forward or someone is getting used. Okay. Well, I mean, whatever. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. So he said that the situation could go forward into an actual relationship, from a situationship to a relationship, or that person can only be with you because they want something from you. They want to use you. I mean, that's real honesty right there.
That is. That's giving very much transparency. So I definitely could dig that.
Okay, so we got the relationship point where it's like, okay, I want this person to be about me. We got a situation where you only with this person for a limited amount of time. But then what about these side women? So if you are in a relationship, full-blown relationship with this woman, with this man, but somehow somebody done slithered in there and they are this person on the side, whether it's a man or it's a woman. How do you handle that? Why did this person become that? Why did you allow somebody to come in the middle of your relationship? Like, how do you be a side piece and be okay with that? That's the problem that I feel like is the worst right there, is that women and men know that this person that they messing with got a whole woman or man over here, and you still messing with them. Why do you feel like that's okay? Why is that, why is it a thing?
First, you got to determine if that person is even aware that they're with you.
I want to know how you end up with that. Well, that's what we asked you. We own that right now. That's in this, that you came at the right time of the segment, ma'am. Now you can join in if you want to, because we want to know too. We want to see if we get answers. You might get more people on here than we got, but we we're working on it. So go ahead.
Oh, so I know some women, they believe in hush money. I'm gonna say, me personally, I don't ever agree with being a sad female. As far as just building some type of intimate bond with someone and knowing that there was someone else, knowing that that person is probably wondering who they're with, why they aren't, interacting with them the way they used to, why some of the relationship flings getting a little stale. I feel like that's not cool. Because I've been in a relationship with someone where I was with them for 5 years, and it was a multiple slew of women that were coming in and out. And like some women, they may love a person to the point where they're not willing to leave because they feel like they can change that person. I'm not saying you owe that person any obligation, because you might like that person just as much as they feel that they might like that person. But at the same time, it does not make that right just because of how you feel. You don't know what that person has put into the relationship. You don't know what the other side of the story is, because you're getting it from that man. Most likely it's a man. I don't really know if women do the side piece stuff, but either or, you're getting that side from one-sided biased point of view.
Right. Okay, so this gentleman said, well, he said for most men, the side piece is a backup plan. He said for what they got going on with the main. But if you in a relationship, why do you feel you need a backup plan? Okay, I can speak from personal experiences that my previous partner had a side chick, but at the same time, it was more towards they were trying to do a polygamy thing. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to have 2 women and a man. Okay. But if you into something like that, it might work. But if you're not into something like that and you just sneaking around, then that's cheating. That ain't necessarily
that's
that's cheating. Like, it was my situation. I can only speak from my own experiences. My situation was, it started off as a, hey, let's get together, and it's all of us, to, oh no, I don't want you, I want this person. Wait a minute, you should have told me that before we ever got into this. You should have let me know, like, there was a possibility you're gonna go and want to be over here with this person after we done decided it was gonna be all of us. Like, but even being the side piece, how are you okay with it? Like I said, you know for a fact that this person is in a relationship. And instead of you being like, no, I'm cool because you already got somebody, you still continue to be on the side. Mm-hmm. Like, how are you comfortable like that? Like, how are you comfortable with being behind somebody? Now, if you is the side chick and you being taken care of, that could be your reasoning. Mm-hmm. Your reasoning could be you feel like they spending more time with you than they is this other person. But you know that they ain't never going to leave this person. So how are you still okay with that? Like, you know that they ain't never gonna leave this person. So why is it okay to be basically put on the back burner instead of being somebody's all and being in front and being that only person that they talk to? You okay with sharing a man or a woman with this other person, and it's just you just content with that? Like, how? Like,
you must have your own little situationship you got going on outside of that, because it's no way.
Somebody gotta have their own thing going on, or more than one thing going on. Because if you is okay with being somebody's side, that means you gotta have somebody that's your main. That's your main. Somebody that you are constantly dealing with in order for you to be okay with them having the other person.
Unless you just completely sexually driven, which that doesn't make sense either.
But it be a lot. But it be a lot of that too. A lot of people are out here like, oh damn, they gave it to me and it's good, and I want to keep getting that, so I'm just gonna be okay with them being with somebody else. He said the side is always told they next unless he got money. Then it's financial thing. Yeah, it could be that too. Like I said, that person is taking care of you and still taking care of home. So that's your reasoning for continuing to mess with them, because they're financially supplying you with what you need or what you want from them. It's not necessarily, it may not necessarily be having, sex or anything. Mm-hmm. It could be money. And a lot of people are driven by that. So they're like, look, as long as I'm getting my ends, I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing with them. Like, that's just how it is.
Or maybe their feelings aren't attached to that person and they looking at a financial gain.
If he taking care of everyone. I mean, he cheating on everybody, so is there really a man?
No.
In a situation like that, I don't know. I don't know. But okay, this is the thing. The main chick is whoever he going home to. That's how I look at it. If he could be hopping around at everybody else, but he only stayed at your house one night. He might be over your house for a couple of hours, but if he going home to this person, this is the person that he's living with. This is the person that he's giving most of his time to. This is the person that he has built built a foundation with. That's the main person. He could be taking care of everybody financially taken care of, but that one person, somebody always got to be put over somebody else. He can't just, it ain't just, unless again it's a polygamy relationship, or it's one of the people that believe in have Mormon or whatever, they have multiple wives, then everybody's getting treated equally. Ain't no you over here or you over here. But we're just talking about people that are not believing in that polygamy thing. They just got a girl over here that this is the main chick, and they got a girl over here that's a side chick. He might have two. Mm-hmm. She said, wait a minute. Lots of women think side equal loyalty. He said it be the side chick nerves. It be the side bitch nerves to think it's okay to approach or say anything to the woman he with. Now that that right there, that's messy. that's all the way messy. That's messy. That's just the bottom line to that.
You can't really be mad at somebody for catching feelings. They may have agreed to it in the beginning, but then come to realize that, you stringing them along, and then they like wanting more out of the situation or asking to pursue a relationship with you without that other person that you're leaving behind. Because honestly, in my opinion, I feel like you can't financially take care of anyone if you're dealing with multiple women. You're taking away from that household in whatever aspect when you're giving it to another. Because if you're both under the same roof, the money that you're spending on somebody else's household is then taken away from the income that's within that roof. So I feel like that's impossible. And then also, given the aspect of,
I just don't think it's the woman's fault. Like,
right.
We just gonna speak on it like this. If there is a man that has a woman and he has a side chick, the side chick has no reason to approach that woman about nothing. Like, there's no need for us to have a conversation if you dealing with him. Right. He is the problem. Why are you coming at me? Right, talking to him, figuring out what's going on. Like, hey, is me and you finna be together? Are you leaving her? Or are you going to continue to stay with her? Because if that's the case, you need to cut ties with him. Right. If you feel like any way, form, or fashion that you should be able to say anything to that woman, you shouldn't even be talking to him. You need to just cut ties altogether, because that's just that ain't your place to say anything to her. Right. When she ain't the one that put you in this situation.
Exactly.
Like, well, we are definitely looking for more viewers and comments and stuff out, because this right here, this topic is, it's something to talk about. It gets serious. Mm-hmm. What's the community standard? Oh, can't worry about that. Okay, she said, see, from my situation, we broke up and was messing around still, but then he got a girlfriend and got pregnant. She said, we already had kids, but his girlfriend was mad at me because she felt like I was a side chick and broke their home up. Now, a situation like that, again, the woman cannot be mad at the other woman, especially if they don't know nothing about him. So you get with this man, and he ain't tell you he already had a girlfriend. Men get out here, don't even tell women that they already got kids. Right. So if you get with this man and he don't tell you that he got a woman, but then you find out later on about the other woman, you can't get mad, because you can't get mad at her, because she ain't know nothing about you. She ain't know nothing about you. You ain't know nothing about her. Why are you upset with her? Like, you should be like, shit, let's talk and go get him. Right. Let's be mad at him, because he's the reason why we in this situation and not getting along or not knowing one about the other. Like, I'm not the side girlfriend. I was with him first. Mm-hmm. You the one popped up, and now you mad at me because you feel like I broke y'all up. Like, what? Make it make sense.
It shouldn't even be about, well, It is. If you know about the other previous relationship, then yeah, then it would become about who had first or whatever. But some men don't even disclose, like you said, won't even tell, hey, I'm in a relationship with someone else.
She said we met one another. She knew about me before I knew about her. They all knew about me.
Oh yeah,
then it's that
still can't be mad.
That still means she can't be mad at you.
But she still should take it up with him, because that means he's going back to, you feel me, past relationships. Who knows who all he's going back to? Not saying that your situation is like that, but who knows who all he's dealing with. If he's going to exes, he's probably meeting new people when he can't get to the ex or can't get to someone that he's used to messing with. That situation within itself, the loyalty was broken when the man stepped out. Right. Feel me? That woman that's on the other end, she does not owe you any loyalty. She does not owe you any obligation to protect your relationship. That agreement is between yourself and your partner. That's why y'all partners. That's just my opinion.
That person, that man, was just wrong all the way around, because evidently it was something there with you that he had to go and continue to talk to them. That, like you said, they know about you, but you didn't know about them. Right. That means he's talking about you. That means he wanted them to know about you, but for them to approach you and be mad at you because you didn't know about them,
makes
that's
no
BS.
sense.
Again, that goes to them being side chicks if you was in a relationship with him. That goes to him not being a man about a situation. Now, if you wanted all of us to be together, tell us that. Tell me, like, hey, look, I want to have a girlfriend, and we're going to put them in hell. It might be financial gain. Shit, they might make more money than you, and listen, they going to help pay the bills over here. We all together. Right. But the women, and it's always like that. Most times the woman wants to go after the other woman, but you cannot do that. If you got into it with this man and then later on found that he had a woman, you can't go after her. Why go after her if you ain't know about her until after the fact? It's him. So you either need to cut ties with him or y'all need to work something out.
Right. That would make more sense.
That's the only thing I could think of.
And as far as being a home record, that man is the reason why all that didn't happen. When we know, and the thing is, when women accept a man pillow talking to them as a pass, that's where we messing up at. I'm not saying it's a right or wrong, but at the same time, if a man is coming to you talking about another woman, that should be nipped in the bud already right there. And there, because you should know, oh, he's hurt off of her. So that means he's going to keep entertaining this woman because he's just hurt right now. He's doing this out of emotion. That means that person is not ready to leave anyway. So if he's coming to you discussing another woman, maybe that's your sign like, hey, I need to exit, because he's going to keep entertaining that person, or he's going to hurt me because he's thinking that I'm like her. You shouldn't even want to. Right, you shouldn't even want to deal with that, because I don't want anyone else's baggage from a previous relationship. And you feel me? Because I know that I'm not like that person. That type of situation, it's not going to do anything but reflect into y'all relationship, if y'all do have one, after he leaves or chooses not to leave, or whatever the case may be, whatever y'all agree to. But it's not going to be good.
Okay, she's saying women go after women because what I was told, you wouldn't want it done to you, so why do it? They want loyalty from women. They don't before they look for it, and they do. Huh? That ain't make sense. They want loyalty from women. They don't before they look for it, and they do. I mean, but you can't get loyalty from a woman if
they don't know about your situation.
If they know about the situation beforehand. Like, that makes, I mean, it makes sense, but it don't make sense if that doesn't. Oh, women don't know. Okay. If the women don't know. But even still, why go after the woman that you didn't know about instead of going after the man that put you in that situation? Like, the one, what is, okay, this is my thing is, this is a question for me. Why do women feel like it's the woman's fault? That's what I want to know. Why do women feel like it's the woman's fault if she didn't know that this man had a woman? How can you go after her if you didn't know that he had this woman already?
You can even ask yourself, how did you not know about her? If he was honestly telling her about you, why was it not spoken up that, hey, I'm with someone else, or
Right.
hey, I've been seeing someone, or hey, I stepped out and made a mistake? You would know. If he was so open and honest, you would know as well what he's doing outside of your relationship. So you can't really assume that the other woman knows either, because he might not be withholding the same amount of information that he's withholding from you.
Right. So is he talking, like, this is the thing, you saying that these women knew about you before they came at you, but what is it that he's saying about you to them that make them be like, oh, I gotta go after her? Like, how is he making you look to these women? Is he making you look like the bad guy? He's making is he putting all the fault on you as to why he messing with them? Like, or is he still in love with you?
Or did you even ask the nature of how they found out about you? Maybe they might be finding out as they're coming to you, and that's why they're coming to you, because they're just now figuring it out. Or
or it could be that they in a relationship with him. He's telling them blah 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 blah, but then they looking at him and looking at you like you the side girl. Like, that's where the problem comes.
Or maybe they might have went through his phone because the stuff wasn't adding up, or you feel me? You never know. It's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that we never know about. Okay, that's true. In some cases, the side girls do attack the woman because they're sorry that only told because she's hurt. Understandable. In that situation, then that woman is wrong for coming to someone trying to break the relationship because they want that man to themselves. But in that situation, you got to understand, well, maybe she's not going to want something from someone if they haven't already told her or even promised that in some type of aspect, if they've been bringing you up to this woman. You feel me? Because she may have been under the impression that you guys were on a break, or you guys were getting back together, or you were over with, and that's what you did that messed up the relationship. Because some men even lie and say y'all not together no more, that you did X, Y, Z, and the other, and the whole time y'all still, in your eyes, what you see, fine. That y'all have no problematic relationship, y'all hunky dory, glory, whatever you want to call it, but you might not really be like that. You feel me? To what she believes, he may have went.
Oops.
Oh, and it's got the subtitles too.
Yeah. Like me, I can speak from personal experience and say that my person was telling people that we weren't together. Whole time this person is coming home to me. They are paying the bills where we live. They are, buying gifts, and yet to them or to everybody else, I look like just I'm there. Like, basically, I'm the roommate. Like, what? Like, how are you telling people that my name is on the paperwork? You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling people we together, but you tell people that y'all not. Like, so you out here living your life as a single person, but then there's this outer life that you have, and you are in a relationship. Like, how does that work? Like, how are y'all comfortable doing that to people? Like, you just are. She said, "Okay, Ryan, you cute. Just give it." What? Why? It's always a half black person that want to just be extra. Why? It's why you. Thank you though. It is a little secret.
Let me go see, because I just clicked that.
Like, talking about you cute and
thank you.
My looking kind of big. Girl, it is big. Them squats be working. But we ain't talking about that. We talking about relationships and situationships, man. Quit getting us off topic. But yeah, like, how do you live that double life? Like, how are you okay with looking single to everybody else, but then here it is, you're around family and certain friends, and you a whole like.
And I want to take a second to encourage the women that are, because we got a lot from the women that are the relationship, they the girlfriend. I want to hear some of these side females. I ain't gonna call you out name. I just want us to hear from their perspective. So if you maybe even asking for a friend, we could do that type of thing where it's anonymous, but give your insight on why you feel.
I said, if you don't want your name mentioned, you can always inbox either of us.
It's completely confidential.
Right.
We just want to see everybody's output on everything, because again, it is 2 to 3 sides to every story, and your side is one that we also would like to hear feedback from as well. So definitely, if y'all want to tap into my Instagram or my Facebook to message me your question or hers, my Facebook is the same as my Instagram. I believe she tagged me on here. No, it's SUPAREIGN. And then hers is Vonche Slim Thick. Y'all already on here. Y'all know what's going on. It's Misfits 513.
Yes. And then don't forget, y'all, it's Monday night. Tomorrow night, Miss Rain will be in the building. Monday night football, we'll be there. Doors open at 7. Football game come on 8:15. Come on down to 8216 Hamilton Avenue. We gonna be in there. Playing
I don't know who else coming, but
right. We gonna be in.
I'm gonna be there.
Pull up. So as of right now, we don't have any more comments or any new viewers, so we're gonna get ready to go ahead and shut this down. We will be back here again next Sunday, right around the same time, probably around like 7, 8 o'clock, doing this again. This is Divas and Dilemmas. You can follow us on Divas and Dilemmas at YouTube, and of course, you can always get on either my page or her page, Vonche Slim Slade, Super Rain, and look at the live. And if you have any comments or hold on, wait a minute. Any comments and or suggestions for topics that y'all want to talk about, please feel free to inbox us. Either we're posting on a live. I make posts about, needing new topics. Instead of saying I'm injured.
Wait.
What's wrong? Is it messing up?
No, I couldn't get. I had to get it.
There's so many broken families now, she said, and families feel like they can heal the man, but in reality they can't. Hold on. They can't. So he holding on to everybody's for different reasons. Mm-hmm. That is very true. Men don't know how to, or they have a hard time expressing how they feel. Mm-hmm. So instead of them expressing to the woman that they're supposed to be with, or women that they're in a relationship with, women that they're in a situation, they go and get up under other women, mm-hmm. which is not right. So instead of them telling a woman how they feel, they go and get up under another woman. And then that woman is like, okay, now you got a piece of this man. Now this man is breaking you down. We have to figure that out. Like, we got to figure out how to get men. That could be a topic. Men mm-hmm. expressing their feelings. Like, why men don't express their feelings. That might be the topic.
Right. That might be the topic. Or why do men run?
We gonna take the men next. So you want to know why men hide their feelings or not express their feelings or even run from their feelings, not telling the woman that they with about them. Mm-hmm. But anyway, y'all, we're going to get off of here, and we will be with you guys next week, next Sunday, right around the same time, probably about 7:30, 8 o'clock-ish. And we will talk to y'all then. Peace.
All right, bye.